The Mayors Council of Guam held their last meeting of the term this week, but just because it was their last meeting doesn't mean the agenda didn't cover some major topics, one of them being an evacuation plan should any sort of warfare make its way to our shores. Executive Director of the Mayors Council of Guam, Angel Sablan.
We just wanted to make sure that if this does happen, that, the military, the National Guard, and the Homeland Security, and the Mayors Council of Guam are all in sync about where do we send our residents, because right now we know we can't send them anywhere.
Director Sablan says the formulation of the plan is an effort to be proactive rather than reactive.
We do have plans, evacuating plans for, like I said, storms and, earthquake and things like that, tsunamis, but we don't have one for any warfare. So we just want to make sure that at least it's on the table and we're discussing it and making sure that, it's not on the back burner.
As KUAM recently reported, the Mayor's Council took a huge cut to their budget for the upcoming fiscal year. And as with any budget cuts, changes have to be made. And according to Director Sablan, it might lead to the mayors charging user fees for their services.
When you go from a $1 million budget down to $300,000, that's a 70% cut. The services that we used to provide with all that money, and you have to cut it down 70%, you're going to have to discontinue some kind of service or just drastically cut your expenses.
The user fees would cover the use of facilities, community centers, senior centers, canopy, and chair rental, to name a few, all of which are currently free of cost. And with maintenance, repairs, and utilities as recurring expenses, the Mayor's Council plans to move forward to approve the user fees. But Director Sablan says at the end of the day, it's your mayor's call.
Even though we have these user fees, it will be up to the mayor of that respective village to either use those fees, implement those fees, or waive the fees. We want the public to be aware that, we have to think out of the box. It cannot just be that we continue to provide services with the reduction of funds and then not expect somewhere, somehow, to recoup those expenses so that we can continue to purchase canopies, we can continue to purchase chairs, we can continue to maintain community centers, continue to keep the power and the water on our recreational facilities.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Peter Santos.